19,400 on the pre-open rates. Let's see what are the stocks and sectors which actually would contribute to today. Key on our radar, of course, is going to be Reliance. Now that Reliance Retail is the capital reduction plan, which shares valued at 1362 odd crore rupees. The Nifty has started off just around that 19,400 printed trade. A little tempered, but let's see. Early days still. Reliance, I can see that stock is actually in the green while the Nifty Bank is absolutely flat right now. Reliance has gapped up 2% higher, 2683 is where Reliance Industries is in trade today. HDFC Bank as well, now that MSCI has added the bank to its global standard index, so that's going to be another stock which we're going to be looking out for by way of positive up move. Balkrishna Industries, they're expecting normalization in the second half, and remember, not just autos but auto ancillaries as well moved up in trade all of last week. So, in that sense, and of course, along with tires, Balkrishna is one key one to really look out for. Keystone Developers, the pre-sales in Q1 has more than doubled. There's HAL as well, which is one of 459 crore worth of new order. Titan, look out for that as well, considering Morgan Stanley has downgraded the stock, rating slower growth and expensive valuations, and I think this is the first downgrade coming in for Titan in about 2 to 3 years' time, at least from the house of Morgan Stanley. Titan has started off flat in trade right now. OMCs as well, GRMs have fallen to about $3.8. Crude has risen all the way to 78. So this is another one cluster which you may want to look out for after immense amount of outperformance that you had in HPBP, IOC, the entire energy pack, in fact, all through last week. There's IOC, of course, which has also approved that 22,000 crore rupee rights issue. They're forming a JV as well for battery swapping. So that's some bit of additional news coming in on IOC. And Mahindra & Mahindra, the Economic Times is reporting this morning that the company is looking to raise up to about 5,000 crore rupees from British International for its EV unit. So that's another stock in focus. And BSE Foundation Day, that's the new logo from BSE. As you can see on your screens, we have live visuals coming in there. Remember, we're celebrating today Asia's oldest stock exchange, established back in 1875. And since then, of course, they've become rather critical in our lives, haven't they? So BSE celebrates its Foundation Day today, from literally trading cotton all the way to stocks and being one amongst the most globally recognized indexes as well. And now they've launched a new logo. M&M, 1570 plus on M&M as we speak right now. I also want to revisit what IT as a pack is up to. Remember, this week itself, we're going to see some key results come by, starting off with TCS. Nifty IT down 0.5%. Z also is going to be important, especially after that big breakout on the stock last week. 8.5% higher is how it shut shop on Friday. Today too, it's now holding above that 200 price point. And then, of course, Tata Motors. This one is, of course, very, very important. They're saying that JLR expects to report positive free cash flow of over £400 million in first quarter. Tata Motors has gapped up 1.5% as we speak right now. This is one of the key star performers in trade. But Kunal, how's it looking for the overall market and any individual stocks that you're trading right now?
So actually, I think it's looking very attractive for the indices. The opening seems to be very strong. Large cap names again leading the charge. Reliance, specifically a stock which I think we've been recommending regularly. That's a very strong breakout for Reliance Industries. But then one sector which has been moving up higher is the auto index. And the stock which I would look to trade in the open would be actually Hero MotoCorp. The stock is looking extremely strong. Even last 2-3 days, we've seen mild pickup of the price action for Hero MotoCorp, trading about 3,100. Looks very attractive for at least another 8 to 10% upside over the next 1 to 3 weeks.
Let's get in your take then. What's the outlook on the markets as a whole, given the fact that you've got the Nifty Bank Index around that 44,960 mark, as well as the frontline indices holding out in the green?
So expecting a pause to continue, wherein anytime we go to 19,500, 550, that should be a lot of resistance. Closer to 19,200 should be a support. So this is a tight range. Want to be looking out for a buy around 19,200. Over expecting a slow drift down only. Given that today the spike is because of Reliance Industries, otherwise we could be a little flatter on the Nifty. So for now, looking at a buy on Granules India on a dip today. closer to 310 levels.
Okay, so that's the take coming in. On that note, Naresh as well as Kunal, we'll let you go. We'll catch up with you soon.